September 1st marks the unofficial start of the campaign season for the midterm elections. Candidates cannot formally file to run until November, but some races are already shaping up to be contentious in 2026. Let's start by talking about the Republican primary for Texas comptroller. Now, the comptroller's office oversees state spending, contracts, and taxes. They'll also oversee that education savings account or voucher program. Former state senator Kelly Hancock stepped down and stepped in as the interim comptroller when Glenn Hager left to lead the Texas A&M University system. He's facing two primary challengers so far, Railroad Commissioner Christy Craddock and former state senator Don Huffines. Next up is the race for Texas Attorney General. It is pretty crowded already on the Republican side. State Senator Joan Huffman, State Senator Mays Middleton, former Deputy AG Aaron Wright, and Congressman Chip Roy have all announced their campaigns. Now, Wright has current AG Ken Paxton's endorsement, while Roy has the stamp of U.S. Senator Ted Cruz. As for the Democrats, former Galveston Mayor Joe Jaworski and State Senator Nathan Johnson are throwing their hats in the ring. Of course, one of the hottest races will be the Republican primary for U.S. Senate, where incumbent John Cornyn has a challenger in Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Recent polling from the Barbara Jordan Public Policy Research and Survey Center at Texas Southern University found in a two-way GOP primary between Cornyn and Paxton, 44% of likely primary voters said they'd vote for Paxton and 39% for Cornyn. 17% said they're undecided, and in a lot of races, this is looking like a dead heat, in a lot of polls rather. But there's also talk of others jumping into that race. Congressmen Wesley Hunt and Ronnie Jackson are also reportedly looking at running for Senate, though neither has announced. On the other side of the aisle, former Congressman Colin Allred is running, and while there's been a lot of speculation about a primary challenger, other Democrats have stayed largely quiet. But that TSU poll also looked at favorability ratings for 5 potential candidates. Among Democratic primary voters, former Congressman Beto O'Rourke had 94% favorability. Former Congressman Colin Allred got 85%. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett got 83%, Congressman Joaquin Castro 78%, and State Representative James Tallarico got a favorability rating of 63%. Remember, candidates cannot formally file to run until November the 8th. The primary election is set for March 3rd.